Hey friends, it's Mike, and today we're going to talk about how to make wood-fired chicken wings. I'm going to be doing it here in the Ooni Pro. For those of you who don't know me, I run a couple blogs. One is thathelpfuldad.com. You also see my videos on YouTube, and we just started a new website called Lord of the Grills, which will help you find things easier on Amazon. I'll put links to both of those in the description, but for now, let's get cooking. So first and foremost, we're going to be cooking today on the Ooni Pro, which is a new device that I just got here. Totally in love with it. Still love my Kamado Joe, so I'm gonna have my two best loves right there side by side. I'm gonna talk to you about which wood that I'm using, and also the recipe that I'm using as well too, which is based on Anthony's coal-fired chicken wings. It's like a rosemary garlic type of thing, so it's not spicy. I'll do another video with buffalo wings if you're into that as well too, but we are cooking on the Ooni Pro. So in terms of the fuel that I'm using today, I'm starting it with a base of lump charcoal. Now I'm using the Western brand charcoal, which you can get at Walmart for like $10 a bag, but I also like the Kamado Joe Big Block, and again I'll put links to all of this in the description below. I'm also using Weber wood chunks, which you can get on Amazon for a great price. I'm choosing to use the apple chunks today, and I also have a few hickory chips because hickory goes pretty good with chicken as well too. So that's the fuel. We got that going right there, and we'll need to add a little bit more over time during the course of this cook, because this cook's probably going to take like 20 to 30 minutes, and so we'll go ahead and we'll do that over time, but this is what we're starting with here. So we're going to try to get the Ooni up to speed right now, get it up to temperature. You can see we got the fire going in the background right there. Now, one thing to know about the Ooni is, I guess it's a European device because it comes in Celsius as the primary temperature range first, and Fahrenheit is next. So as we zoom in on this again, you're going to see. I want to get this up into the yellow range, which will get us up into right there around 500 degrees or so. And that's going to be right where I want to keep this at. And you can see we're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Okay, so these are the wings that I have. They've been marinating now. Ideally, you'd like to marinate these for around, 12 to 24 hours. We've got some garlic chunks in there. They're marinated in really a combination of a little bit of olive oil, and there is some rosemary on there, a little bit of parsley. There's garlics smashed up, and then obviously some salt and pepper. And I put all of that into like a Ziploc bag with the wings, and I just let it sit in the fridge. In this case, I did it. It was only about 6 hours or so, but ideally if you can do that overnight, that would be even better. And so this is going to be a recipe that we're actually going to, when the wings are done, add some caramelized onions to it as well too. And it's going to be similar to like what you would get at Anthony's coal-fired pizza. Not copywriting, because we're just changing a few things right here, but it'd be similar to that, which is a good non-spicy wood-fired chicken wing. All right? Okay, so we're going to move the wings out of the pan they were sitting in and into a cast iron pan. Cast iron is going to be able to distribute the heat well. And I also want to mention that I did preheat these pans in the oven to begin with. So they were sitting in there. You can see the oven's getting up to temperature right now, almost right where we want to be here, really close. And the cast iron pans were preheated so that they can have a good heat distribution by the time I'm getting ready to cook the wings as well too. So, and listen, I'm not an expert by any means. I'm just an average Joe. I'm a home cook. And again, we're checking the fire again here. And I'm only sharing with you what I like to do at my house. But if there's tips that you know that you can help me, by all means, I would love to know them. Like I said, I'm just an average Joe who likes to cook wings. All right, so what I want you to focus on here is the smoke. And you can see we got a lot of billowing white smoke in there now. And the reason for that is I just put more wood chunks on there, okay? And we don't want to put the wings in yet when there's a lot of billowing white smoke. We want to let that smoke kind of dissipate a little bit here, because we're not going for a real smoky flavor in this case. We're going more for just that wood-fired flavor. If I wanted to have more of a smoke session, I would just put them on the Kamado Joe instead. But I want to get this smoke out of there. It'll take probably about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll be able to get a nice clear smoke, and we'll be in good shape. Okay, so we're just putting the wings in the oven now. As you can see, I've got them. I'm going to put the cover on as well too. But I just wanted to show you the flame so you can see what we've got right here. We're right there around 500 degrees, and I'm going to estimate it's probably going to take a good 20-ish minutes or so. We're going to do like 10, 12 minutes on one side, and then we're going to turn them over. I like my wings a little crispy, so I'm probably going to go beyond just 20 minutes. But you should be able to get them up to the temperature, a good safe, 165 degrees or so Fahrenheit in about 20 minutes. Let's check it out and find out if that happens. Okay, so while we're cooking the wings, let's get our caramelized onions going. So I got a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of a pan with salt and pepper. I've cut up my onions here as well too. I'm using a dowel strong knife. This is a 6-inch chef knife. Love this knife. And you can see it's smaller than a regular 8-inch chef knife, which just, you know, sometimes you just don't need that big of a knife. Love the 6-inch knife. So again, we got the onions thinly sliced. We're gonna put them in this pan, and we're gonna set that, it's on 5 now, which is midway, just to get, we're gonna quickly get this down to low heat and let it simmer in here for just about, you know, 20 minutes or so on like a 2, so they can caramelize. Okay, so now we've got our wings cooking, we've got our onions cooking. It's time for a beer, right? I'm currently a big fan of Coppertail Free Dive IPA. I mean, you can't go wrong with this IPA. It's made here in Tampa, first of all, so there's a bonus, right? But it's just a good, somewhat citrusy, it's a good balance of citrusy and hops. Love the Free Dive. If you can find it in the area, in your area, highly recommend it. Okay, so let's go ahead and check our wings. It's been 10 minutes. So you can see we're starting to get a little bit of cooking here, but if you turn them over, they still need to get the other side cooked as well, too. So I'm gonna put these back in for, you know, at least another 10 minutes and kind of see where we're at, right? I'm gonna turn them all over so I can get the other side going, and then I'm going to put them back in the uni as well too. But I'm satisfied so far. From the 10-minute mark right here, I can see we got a little bit of brown going on the onion, on the garlic, and so we're in good shape so far. Okay, so we're now 20 minutes in, and now you can see where we're at. We definitely have some good crispiness on that skin. I want mine right now. They're cooked sufficiently that, you know, if you did the temperature, it'd be 165, right? But I like my wings a little bit crispy. And so I like mine well done, so to speak. So I'm going to put it back in for at least another 5 minutes or so and see where we're at after that. So we got the wings in the back of, I'm going to put them in the back of the oven this time. My coals have died down a little bit now, but it's going to be more than enough for me to be able to crisp these things up on both sides. And you can just look in there now, and they look beautiful already. Again, that cast iron is distributing that heat really well, and that area where they're at, even with the lower heat, is going to do what I need it to do right now, which is going to be able to get both sides of those wings crispy. Okay, so we're rated about 28-30 minutes. This is my honey hole right here. You might think they're a little overdone, but for me, I mean, this is perfect. These are going to be like fall off the bone, but still crispy. I mean, everything I want. They're going to be the temperature, which I'll show you in a moment, is rated 165, so we're in good shape. There you go. Okay, so obviously I can't serve them in the cast iron pan. It's a little bit too hot, so I just moved it into this pan here, and we're going to get our caramelized onions, which have really come down nicely for us. Let's go ahead and put this over the top. It'll be just a perfect amount. So now we've got our onions over the top. We're ready to serve this up. Let's go ahead and take a test of this before we serve it and see where we're at. But for me, very satisfied with how this came out. Believe it or not, it's actually my first time cooking these on the Ooni Pro, so I kind of took a risk here to do this, but it worked out very good. I'm very, very happy with the Ooni Pro. All right, taste test number 1. Let's see what we've got. Man, just reliving that event is so awesome. Very happy with it, and I think you will be too. But let's get the real final taste test here, and that'll be my son. So this is Jiho. What do you think, Jiho? Good? All right, I like it. So guys, that's how I cooked wood-fired chicken wings in the Ooni Pro. Super satisfied with the Ooni Pro. I'll be doing more videos. Obviously, I'm going to be doing some pizza videos since it is technically a pizza oven, and we'll do some buffalo wings as well too. If there's a cook that you want to see me do, let me know in the comments so that I can try to do that cook as well too. Remember, I'm just an average Joe, so I certainly don't know everything, but my neighbors and I, we like to play around with some stuff, so maybe we'll try one for you as well too if you give us a good idea. And of course, if you want to get an Ooni for yourself, make sure you look at the video description. I'll put a link so you can shop to find the Ooni that's right for you. Ooni has a lot of different devices. This is the Ooni Pro that I got, so I highly recommend the Ooni Pro. Definitely look into it for yourself. Hey, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Please add a comment if you have a comment to share. And if you want the recipe, I'll be posting it on lordofthegrills.com, and you can check that out as well too. Until next time, this is Mike, That Helpful Dad, saying thanks for watching and have a great day.